Well, quickly taking stock of how markets are performing this Friday morning, end of the week. US markets were closed on Thursday due to Thanksgiving and will have a cut short day of trade even on Friday. Moving quickly on to European markets. European markets closed higher despite the COVID headwinds. Investors continue to monitor political developments in Europe and the rise of COVID cases. Germany's new government will take over probably in December with Olaf Scholz replacing the current German Chancellor. And Sweden's first female Prime Minister was forced to resign after being appointed, in fact hours after being appointed. So political developments happening in Europe at a fast pace. Germany has narrowly avoided a lockdown. In fact, Germany has clocked the highest ever daily caseload as we speak. In fact, news came in early today morning. And Germany's GDP grew 1.7% month on month, fractionally below expectations. The DAX was up around 0.25%, the FTSE 100 was up around 0.33%, the CAC 40 up almost 0.5%, and the Stock 600 was up around 0.4% in trade, with utilities rising almost 2%. Moving quickly on to Asia. Asia Pacific markets shares were mixed as reactions came in to the Bank of Korea's decision to raise its policy rates to 1%. Mind you, 25 bips increase. We did report that even yesterday. And the policy rate is now 1%. Bank of Korea has followed the policy adopted by the Reserve Bank of New Zealand. And that has led the Kospi down almost 0.5% in trade yesterday. The other loser in trade yesterday was the Nikkei, which was down around 0.25% in trade yesterday. When we look at how Asian markets are doing early this Friday morning, all Asian markets are in the red. In fact, the Nikkei is down over 2.5% as we speak. The Shanghai is down 0.5%. The Hang Seng is down almost 2%. The ASX 200 too down around 1.36%, and the Kospi down another 1% in early trade today. And when you look at how the SGX Nifty is doing, the SGX Nifty is also down 1%. Definitely not a good start to this Friday morning of trade, and Indian markets will be under pressure given the cues overall from Asia. When you look at commodities, oil prices slipped a bit as OPEC plus response is awaited given the US-led crude release. Oil is now at around $77.1 a barrel as we speak, and gold has risen marginally as the dollar has eased a bit. So gold is at around 1793 an ounce, very marginal rise in gold prices versus yesterday. The dollar index is also broadly flat, in fact hovering around the 96.7 mark where we were yesterday. The US 10-year treasury yields fell below the 1.6% mark after the big run-up early in the week. Mind you, it was at 1.54% at the end of last week. It ran up with the reappointment of the Federal Reserve Chairman, Mr. Powell, and that has cooled off now, which hasn't had or translated to an impact in gold prices, which is the surprise. Bitcoin rose around 3% in early trade today and is closing in on that $57,000 mark. That's a roundup of global markets, and we end the week